Well, hey, real estate fans, welcome back to the Market Statistic Podcast. I'm Alice Lema. I'm a broker at John L. Scott Real Estate in beautiful Southern Oregon. And we're going to do an update on all three counties, Southern Oregon counties, for the week ending February 17th, 2025. So let's start with Jackson County. Jackson County prices year over year this week were up 10%. The average residential home in Jackson County costing $482,078. The number sold year over year in Jackson County this week was neutral, so about zero. There were 23 closings on SOMLS in Jackson County this week. The number of listings year over year were up 4% this week in Jackson County. There were 629 active listings on SOMLS in Jackson County's residential market. We did have one foreclosure that closed in Jackson County this week. It was on Donna Way for $330,000. Donna Way is in Central Point, and it was a 1,600 square foot house on 0.18 acres. There were no short sales that closed this week in Jackson County, but we did have $2 million listings that sold in Jackson County. The first one was $1 million, and it was on Island Point Drive in East Medford. It was a 3,200 square foot house on 0.28 acres. And the other one was on Surrey Drive in Jacksonville. It sold for $1.1 million, and it was a 4,300 square foot house on 0.93 acres. So congratulations to them. Let's go to Josephine County. Josephine County prices year over year were up 6% this week. The average residential home in Josephine County now selling for $447,125. The number of sold year over year in Josephine County was 80% down. There were only 4 closings on SOMLS in Josephine County residential market this week. But that's year over year by the week. The number of listings year over year in Josephine County this week were up 6%. We now have 299 active listings on SOMLS, Josephine County residential market. We had zero foreclosures closing this week in Josephine County, 0 short sales, and $0 million listings closing in Josephine County this week. Klamath County prices year over year this week were up 43%. The average residential home in Klamath County this week now selling for $429,280. Number of sold year over year were down 64% this week in Klamath County. We only had 5 closings on SOMLS in Klamath County's residential market. Number of listings year over year in Klamath County were up 24% this week. We now have 272 active listings on Klamath County's SOMLS residential market. We did have one foreclosure close in Klamath County this week. It was on Laverne Avenue for $359,000, and it was a 1,900 square foot house on 0.35 acres. We had 0 short sales closed this week, and we had $0 million residential listings close in Klamath County this week. So what's different? We continue to have week to week the increase in listing inventory, but that's not a bad thing. Yes, it's more competition for the sellers that are out there and the sellers that are planning to be out there. But in a weird way, it's going to spur on, in my opinion, here's a prediction coming, it's going to spur on a very active 2025 spring market, spring and summer market, because with more listings to choose from, it'll bring out more buyers. Will it also bring out more listings? It'll be kind of an upward spiral. However, it will be more competition. And we've also had some price lowering, some pressure on price because of the interest rates, and more competition in listings will just kind of keep the prices down. And just a side note, buyers and sellers also, the inflation thing is a thing. It's what we're doing our podcast on this week. For this particular market statistic update, The inflation issue is less than it was. And what that means is the prices are coming down and they might stay down, or it'll be very little appreciation. We are waiting for our local MLS, which is SOMLS, Rogue Valley Association Realtors, to come out with the final numbers for 2024. We don't have that yet, but it will be soon. And as soon as that comes out, we'll do a special podcast so that we can discuss and dissect everything that happened in 2024 and make even more predictions for 2025. So with that in mind, give me a call, give me a text. Could be reached at 541-301-7980. That's 541-301-7980. I want to be your agent. I'm a great listing agent, great buyer's agent, very into the data, as you can see. Also great with first-time home buyers, investors, rural property, really good with rural property, riverfront, work Jackson, Josephine County every week, and by appointment in Roseburg, Bend, and Klamath. So this is my bag. Give me a call. Always have an opinion. We can just talk if you want, no obligation, but do get a hold of me. Would love to be your agent. With that, have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next time. Bye, folks.